Bengals, they're orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone, and we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They will throw on first down with Burrow. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what are you trying to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally you want to take that away from a quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow going to give this to Mixon, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On third down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On play action, Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He completes it to Jones. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On the sneak, Rodgers. Then he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mixon with a first down and more. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. A good catch there from Marquez Valdez-Scantling. But last year we saw some bigger catches. The NFL leader in yards per reception in 2020.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow will throw. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On second down, it's Jones. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a first down carry by Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Touchdown, Packers. Rico Gafford with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 30-yard line.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Chase. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And Jamar Chase won the 2019 Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top receiver while at LSU. And the guy who threw him the passes there, Joe Burrow, now his quarterback at Cincinnati.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Let's bring it. 45. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From his end zone, Wilson.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On second down, here's Mixon, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. He finds his running back, Mixon. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
11.
To the air again, Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Mixon with a first down carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Man, These guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now Joe Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And the tackle there by Chris Barnes. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Burrow on play action.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On third down, Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On play action, Rodgers. Buying time to his left.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for Green Bay. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Pass, catch, first down for Tunyon. Undrafted at Indiana State, but he really came out in 2020. 52 catches, and even more importantly, 11 touchdowns.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bengals 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. 7 yards the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find Higgins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And how about the rapport that these two had last year as rookies? Exactly what the Bengals had in mind when they made Joe Burrow the first-round pick and T. Higgins the second.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Open man is Chase, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Crosby with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
42, Bengals 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. 11. They'll run here with Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And he will find his man Chase complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
43's the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. I got you. I got you.
Again, it's Burrow. And that's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Burrow looking to pass. Forced out to his left. Touchdown, Bengals. It's complete. Jamar Chase. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches